Yo. What up, CoopTroop? This your man, your maestro, your host of this great channel of ours, DeAndre, coming at you with DraeRadio, cinema news, and movie reviews. It's been a long 10 months, but guess what, y'all? I'm back. I'm back doing what I love, what I passionately love. You feel me? I know I took a long break, but check it. I still watch movies. I will forever watch movies because I am what? I am a cinephile. Always and forever. Always and forever. Check it out on this new format of the show. I will be having three segments that you could check under the description below for the chapters of which section that you really are most interested in watching. I appreciate if you watch the whole video, but as a courtesy, I do have chapters of sections that you could pick through down to the description below. Once again, if y'all can do me the favor and honor of liking this video and subscribing, I would greatly appreciate that as well. Come join the cinema team. I'm back. I'm about to do this thing. Let's get it. So on today's show, I will be talking about one cinema news topic, and that is the fresh reaction for the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer that I just watched. I know it released Monday, but I'm disciplined enough to not be entertained and persuaded by the investment that social media already has on us. So I finally watched the trailer. I'm so excited that we fully got to see Wolverine out of this. How long? 2 minutes and 43-second trailer. It was a whole bunch of exciting things to just take note on from the trailer as well. So we're going to be talking about that for our first cinema news. And then what are you guys here for? You're here for the main attraction, and that is my Abigail movie review. So with that will be broken down into two parts. I will be sharing with you guys the description of the film. I'll be sharing with you guys the Rotten Tomatoes fresh reviews and the rotten reviews, and the third part, the closing part of the show, you guys will be listening to me just talk about my likes and dislikes of the film. I don't do ratings no more because I learned as you watch films, and films that age well but films that don't age well, the ratings could change. So check it. We're not doing ratings no more. No 0 to 5, no A, B, or C. We're just talking about likes and dislikes and then keeping it plain and simple. You feel me? So check it. Y'all know what y'all here for. Again, thank you for joining me. Let's get started. So on today's cinema news segment, we will be talking about Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. Second trailer at that. The second trailer. I'm so jealous for everybody that attempted CinemaCon. Attended CinemaCon because they got a 9 preview of clips, if not a montage, of the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie, and I'm so jealous. I want to go to CinemaCon so bad. So hey, I'm gonna make that a goal for myself for next year. 2025 rundown. It's supposed to be big things popping from the Marvel and DC regime, and we know DC is coming into a new structure with their self. But hey, this Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, I heard, was the cake, the icing on the cake for CinemaCon, and I'm glad we got to see more. I'm surprised they actually dropped the second trailer this early in the film release. I believe they said July, somewhere in July. But so on the trailer, we see Wolverine at the bar. We see him being mutinized by regular humane citizens that don't accept mutants of his kind or any kind in today's world. And we're hearing the basic stuff. You're not welcome in here. You're never welcome in here. Get the F out. A whole lot of F-bombs was being dropped on this trailer. So we heard Logan Wolverine drop the F-bomb once or twice, especially towards the iconic scene of when X-Men, what was it? X-Men Origins? I think that's what it was called. But when Charles and Eric went to go recruit Wolverine, and he was like, "Go F yourself," you feel me? So that's not the first time we heard him drop F-bombs, but Deadpool and Wolverine in the same movie together, oh my gosh, this is about to take the whole roster of 2024 films. I look so forward to it. I noticed Lady Deathstrike in one of those scenes, y'all. Aside from Isaiah, the red version of Nightcrawler, is that Nightcrawler's father? If y'all could break it down into the comment section below to me, let me know if I'm missing any facts. I will go behind the scenes and look at it myself. But like, interact with me. Let's talk. Let's chop it up. Chop, chop, chop. You feel me? Whole bunch of good stuff. Ant-Man. Is Ant-Man dead? Is Ant-Man dead in this universe, y'all? We saw his body. We saw his body being used as like a, I want to say it's like, what if his body is being used as a prison? A villain's lair. We don't know. We don't know. If we getting down and dirty like this with Deadpool 3 inside the Marvel Universe now, ain't no telling where the MCU is going to go from the point of now to next year. Well, really, we know where it's going because this is the only MCU movie dropping this year. But Kevin Feige once upon a time said that he is not doing rated R films. Rated R films is not in Disney's contract or even Marvel's agenda. Somebody reneged they statement because Deadpool 3 is only right for it to be rated R. But not only Deadpool 3, Blade is being rated R. The X-Men 97 series, TV 14. Ain't nothing on there seem like it's suitable for kids. You're a cool parent if you let your kids watch it. But, man, look, y'all. That Deadpool and Wolverine trailer was so sweaty and so gritty of fandom. I guess I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm probably one of the percentages of people that's feeling this way. But what if this film is cameo orgasm? Cameo orgasm sounds right to say for Deadpool 3. Don't debate me, don't judge me, but cameo orgasm, y'all. We're going to hop into this film with already the nostalgic connection of seeing Wolverine, Hugh Jackman's Logan, the one and only that can ever say I held this character down for so many years. What if it's cameo orgasm? Cameo porn, y'all. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to be in the seats probably, if not a smooth 7 times like I watched Captain America Civil War in theaters. Real time. 7 times in the theaters. The movie was so live. But what if this movie, I don't know. I got to keep hope alive. But I definitely look forward to seeing more of what's to come to Deadpool and Wolverine, a.k.a. Deadpool 3. I'm so happy to finally see Hugh Jackman into the trailer. And, yeah, so that's it for DraeRadio Cinema News segment number 1. Y'all drop down on the comment section below. Come talk to me. Come find me on my Instagram page, TikTok page. Chop it up with me there. I'm there almost all the time, 24/7. Yeah, let me know what y'all thought about the new trailer. And let's move over to the next segment of the show. And that is what y'all came here for, what's on the movie title, the show title above. This is my Abigail portion of the review. We're going to share with you guys top critic reviews on Rotten Tomatoes from the Rotten and Fresh reviews, and then talk with your boy about what I thought about the movie in general, and if I recommend you guys going to see it or not. So let's get started with that. So Abigail, rated R. It was an hour and 49 minutes. Too long of a movie, y'all. So dragging at parts. But the description of the film is, after a group of criminals kidnap the ballerina daughter of a powerful underworld figure. They retreat to an isolated mansion, unaware that they're locked inside with no normal little girl. Perfect description. Perfect description. No spoiler. No big telling of like what's to come into the film. I feel like we seen the premise before as watching the trailer, which the trailer was so nice. The trailer was the only reason why I wanted to come see this movie. The trailer was kind of how the description gave it. Y'all kidnapped an not ordinary little girl that happens to be a vampire. Vampire, not a spoiler. Y'all saw it on the trailer. Y'all had so much time to see that trailer. The girl was a vampire, y'all. So, interesting. Bet. Grab the tickets. Let's go see it. Boom. Here we are now. This movie had probably 3, if not, no. I knew the whole cast. But one special person that I want to make acknowledgement for is Angus Cloud. Angus Cloud, we know him as Fitz from the Euphoria series, both season 1 and 2. He was really one of the main characters. One of the best characters at that too. This was his first debut film and final film, as we know about his tragic demise some time ago. But I appreciated the director for giving him kind of most of the screen time, because if you know how the editing process of post-production go for films, I feel like they kept in his scenes that probably would have been deleted scenes or so, and that was so special. He really did carry his role. I'm actually surprised to see him have that much dialogue within this movie the way he did. But let's jump over to Rotten Tomatoes real quick so I can break down to y'all the fresh and rotten reviews that top critics give us. So 5 each. Sound right? Let's get it. So the first we're getting, let's go to Chicago Sun-Times. This is a rotten review. He says the acting, this is coming from Richard Roper. He says the acting, practical, and special effects and production design are all superb. The script is repetitive, tedious, and a whole lot of ho-hum. Ho-hum? What does ho-hum mean? I don't know, but hey, that's how he feeling. So let's go to David Fear from the Rolling Stone. You can blame Abigail for a number of things, from cutting narrative logic corners when it's convenient to a few facepalm-worthy plot surprises to petering out with a guest star climax. What you can't accuse it of, however, is not having a sense of fun. Given the cast and last minutely watching the cast on a couple trailers before, I noticed the cast, and I guess going back into their filmography of films that they did, some of it was very lighthearted, a bit humorous, and well, I guess technically not really, because Angus Cloud is coming from a serious HBO film, and he was a drug dealer on Euphoria. Old girl from the Scream franchise, which is Melissa Barrera. She from the Scream franchise. That's serious. Dan Stevens, the last time we saw Dan Stevens was recently on Godzilla X Kong as Trapper. So I feel like it was really me seeing him. I knew this was probably going to be a light-hearted horror movie. But back to the Rotten Tomatoes review. So we have Brian Laurie from CNN.com with a fresh review. Chalk it up perhaps to modest expectations, but by that measure, Abigail mostly makes the right steps. And by the time it's over, that tiny dancer and her captors have had a busy day indeed. Shockingly, surprisingly, looking at the tomato score for this film, y'all. This movie currently holds an 85% in critic ratings and an 88% in audience score. That's so wild to me because I did not feel that at all. I didn't feel that at all. Where I probably felt most of the enjoyment of the film was the gore. The gore was very vivid and out there. I love the gore. I feel like most horror movies need to come back into that aspect of showing what's implied behind the scenes. No, show us. Damn it, show us. We want that blood and gore and horror. This movie wasn't no horror at all. It didn't really have that many jump scares. But inside information, I went to go see the movie with my baby, and she is not a horror fan. She don't like horror fans. Love you, Faith. You feel me? So, but she went to go see the movie with me. She didn't feel like it was scary. It was some things that she reacted to, but like almost on a flinch note, jump scare note. But like this movie was like Netflix production, y'all. I would have preferred this movie to be on Netflix, but I guess if it wanted to shoot its shot to make some money into box office theatrical release, then by all means, go get your paper. I hope they made at least the budget back, but if they're sitting at a 87, if not 88, critic and audience score review, then hey, somebody out here liked it. Let me give two more reviews over here. So we have Owen Gleiberman from Variety with a rotten review. Dracula, among other things, is the most metaphorical character in horror film history, and I guess his daughter could be too, but not in a film that turns blood-sucking into a form of professional wrestling. Facts. He ain't telling no lies. He ain't telling no lies. There was a big set action piece at the end of this film amongst three characters, and you would have felt like you... I didn't watch it, but you would have felt like you was back at WrestleMania this year with so many teamwork, I guess, formations being set. But that was a riding review. Let's go to one more. Hey, look, from the Hollywood Reporter, this is coming from Frank Sheck with a fresh review. Vampire movies are, of course, a dime of a dozen, but few are as gleefully anarchic as this one. Anarchic? I guess that's what the word is, as this one. But I guess most people like the film. Let's get down to it about what I thought about the film. So, share some positivity for Abigail. Let's talk about the likes. So, I feel like I was stepping into a See No Evil Kane from wrestling movie. A group of delinquents come into this captivated big mansion, and boom, Kane, the villain, wreaking havoc. With this one, you have the start of the movie showing this adorable little girl doing her little ballerina practice in a big stadium. So you know Pop's probably got big money. Like, she was really in there just practicing. Like, you would have thought people came into the stadiums, the stands, and like sat down and watch a show. But she was in doing big work. She gets kidnapped. And obviously they were plotting on kidnapping this girl because that's what the mission was. They looking at it, Tiny Dancer on the move. Oh, shit. We're going to kidnap this girl. Okay. That's the movie. That's the mission. That's the plan. Come to find out, all criminals that kidnapped this girl has been offered $7 million, I believe, to babysit almost. And I don't know. That sound kind of sketchy. We're staying in this mansion and y'all locking us in for $7 million. I mean, let's go ahead and be real. If you're broke, and not even if you broke, but you got a cool $7 million waiting for you just to babysit, you not gonna pick that up. But no, bad news bears happens right at the end of that tunnel. So the little girl is really giving off an act. It was an act that had me to really take some time to really just be invested on, because I kind of felt like, well, I guess watching the trailer and then knowing who the girl is, she was playing on a forceful act to like just be all innocent and scared and things like that. But from the first death, you know who's killing. You know who's killing. Everybody else in there is so basic, from somebody like Dan Stevens being a detective, William Catlett being, I guess, the token black guy in the movie. You got Kevin Durant as the muscle, and I'm talking about Kronk from Emperor's New Groove mindset in Kevin Durant character. He is literally just the muscle in this movie. You got Giancarlo Esposito as Lambert, and we all know him from like Breaking Bad. What was that movie? Fresh. And yeah, man, so they get trapped into this house. The first death happens, and as the movie go on, they trying to find out who this girl father is, and come to find out he is the big boss of underground lands into that territory. So like in our, I guess, example and references, like he could just be Big Al Pacino, and Godfather. He could be Robert De Niro and what was that mob man name? I forgot the mob dude name, but yeah. So big bag right there. Big bag hit dangerous bag. So she decided to stop playing games and unleash her powers of what she's really capable of. They get shook. They get scared. You got the main character almost, and Melissa Barrera as Joey. She's coming into like full contact and connection with her, because they set her to be the primary person to like go in and check on Abigail. So her and Abigail kind of build this little connection in the film, but still Abigail not holding back on none of her strength. She literally issued out a warning to Joey, which is Melissa Barrera's character, saying that I feel so sorry for what's about to happen to you and your people down there. So threat and warning of danger, if not death, has already been issued. That's cool. But I guess the likes just came from the gore. Yeah, my likes came from the gore. The special attention that Angus Cloud, his character was named Dean, got was great. The dislikes is a bundle set, y'all. It's a bundle set of dislikes, because number one, this movie was far too long. An hour and 49 minutes, y'all. This movie didn't need to be that long for a straightforward story into this movie, y'all, because we all seen that movie Once Upon a Time of people being trapped in this one house on a mission to get out, if not for a big prize, if not for the guilty pleasures of somebody else's torture, or whatever the cause may be. There wasn't really nothing to extend this film for the duration that it was. This movie was supposed to be breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was a whole buffet for no reason. The gore was really light almost, so whenever somebody did die, it was like within a space of time dragging in the film. And like, yo, what is going on? What are we looking at? And then the plot twist upon plot twist upon twist. What was the reason? There was no reason for all of that. One of the girls get bit by the vampire, come to find out she could turn into a vampire, and she's been mind controlled by Abigail at that too. So that was kind of interesting. But then as other people find out that they could get bit and possibly change, oh, now I want to raise my hand to volunteer to be bit. Like, no, man. Now we're having unnecessary villains now with plot points that only serves them personally. And it doesn't even give service to the story or the movie at hand. So on my out of theater fresh review, as y'all can see on a couple slots or posts before, I mentioned I almost fell asleep at the bitter end of this movie. I was ready to leave. The movie had my attention. It doesn't have any rewatch value, none whatsoever. But hey, I guess I don't recommend this movie, y'all. I really don't. I don't. I don't. I don't. It was. I don't know how this was described in food analogy once before in my life, but disgustingly delicious. This movie was disgustingly delicious. Like, just the time of it, of everything that was dragging was disgusting, but what was delicious was the horror, was the gore of the deaths whenever they did happen. And yeah, that's it. So there y'all go, guys. That's my likes and dislikes / movie review for Abigail. That is the show. So again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me, your host, DeAndre, at DraeRadio, Cinema News and Movie Reviews. Welcome back, CoopTroop, to the show. Thank you for joining me again. Drop that like, subscribe to me. Come check me out on Instagram, TikTok. And yeah, that's the show. See y'all later. Bye.